Hey guys, how's it going? I'm going to attempt to do a little video for y'all today. I'm always on YouTube, always trying to find out about the newest thing I'm buying, doing a lot of research, not just on YouTube forums and books. I research everything I buy. But anyways, I've been on YouTube and around YouTube for a long time, especially amongst the guns and the knives and so many things like that, and I thought, well, maybe I can give it a shot myself. There's many times that I've been looking for a video on a certain product, couldn't find it, and bought it, loved it, or I hated it, and I thought, well, you know, I need to make my video so I could maybe help steer others in the right direction. So may start trying to do that, but anyways, I needed to try to figure out how to make a video, if the tripod, the camera will work, and if it all works together well. And so I thought the easiest way to do that would be an EDC video. And so I'm going to give it a try here and see how the camera and everything's working, and just tell you what my EDC was today. We'll start off right here with my wallet. Very simple bifold. I carried a leather trifold for years, but after I went to a bifold, loved the slimmer part to it. It is a Dockers simple leather wallet. You get at JCPenney's. I get a new leather wallet just about every Christmas or something of the like, and so this is it. I do, if you can tell, I do try to keep it super thin. Keep my ID, my essential cards, a little bit of cash I do have, and other than that, just about nothing at all. And I do love carrying a thin wallet. It has once I went thin on the wallet, I didn't want to go back, and so absolutely love a thin wallet. Have considered the Maxpedition Micro, but we'll see as time goes on if that would be something that I end up purchasing. Carried my wallet. Also got my watch here. It is a Casio Wave Captor. It is one that operates off of, it is an atomic watch, so it keeps time by, you know, gathering the signals that are sent from satellites, or I really don't know how the signals are sent, but it keeps very good time. Like it. Casio Wave Captor, very plain. Does what I need it to do. I do prefer leather band, nicer watches, but this one does what I need it to do. Waterproof. I can go swimming in it, have many times, and it just does what I need it to do. And so that is my watch there. My cell phone is the iPhone 4S. I do really like the phone. For the most part, I've had my issues, and we've had our arguments, so to speak. It is riding in a Magpul flat dark earth cell phone case. Not really a big tactical guy in the sense of always looking to buy what I can from in a tactical sense, but I did have a cheap Featherlight Incipio case from Walmart, about $12, and it broke, and needed another one. Carried it for a while without it, thought, oh, I need another one, and I happened to be on Magpul's website looking at some other things, noticed they had it and it was cheap, so I said, hey, you know, why not go ahead and support them instead of supporting some other company. And so I did, bought it, and I do love it. It gives the phone adequate protection, in my opinion. This rides in my back pocket, of course, and this rides in my front left pocket. And to me, an iPhone's a huge phone already, and so I'm still, I like my old, I always had my old school flip phones, and to me this is a big phone, so it rides in my front left pocket, and the case keeps it as small as possible, adds very minimal bulk, if any at all, in reality, to it. And so that is my iPhone 4S in that. I have my keys here, very basic standard keys, nothing on it special. The key ring itself, I've always used a split ring, but my friend gave me one of these. He's a little more in-depth into having a functional EDC just on his key ring, and so he gave me this and absolutely likes it, and I'll tell you, I like it as well. if your car breaks down, you need to give your keys to the mechanic, something of the like, instead of having to, break your nail trying to get that split ring out, or, look funny fighting with it for 30 seconds in the middle of the lobby. Open that up, take the key off. Very simple operation, and so I do like that. Besides that, I do have a Streamlight Nano. I think it makes a great backup light, or if you're not going to carry a light, it just makes a good light. And probably 75% of what you want to use an EDC light for, this will accomplish the task. And so I do like it. As you can tell, it has quite a bit of wear on it. That is my keys. Let's see here. Next, riding beside my cell phone in my front left pocket will be a flashlight, and today's choice was a 4.7's Preon 2. Now this is my EDC, and in reality it does change. Not as far as the items are great representatives of what I have with me every day, but the specifics of them may change from day to day, depending on what I'm wearing. Depending on the climate, depending on what I'm doing, but this is the flashlight of choice today. The 4.7's Preon 2. I think it's a great light, low, medium, high. Go through it again. You got all your other modes there, and I do like it. I honestly thought, why would I ever need any of those functions? Why would I want any of those? And I'll tell you what, the strobe did come in handy. We broke down on a long trip up to my in-laws, and I put the strobe on. Of course, you wouldn't want to necessarily do this with a bright light, and really not for sure the legalities of it, but I put the strobe on and I set it on the back of my van so it was flashing, and real late at night off a real busy traffic highway, and it gave just a little bit of that flash to where I think it might have catched the people's eyes enough to get them to move over just a little bit to help us, because we were broke down and had to stop on the side of the road. But anyways, that's what I did, and that's what I used it for. Probably wouldn't want to do anything bright enough to where you would hinder traffic, or to where you'd be doing something illegal, impersonating a emergency response vehicle, but that's what I did, and that's the only function I've really used for strobe up to this point. Another thing I love to have with me is a pen. One thing that I don't have with me tonight, or at least out on the table, and my phone functions as is a lot, is I like to have a Bible with me wherever I go, and I do have a Bible on my phone. But the Bibles that I would carry, I don't. They were put up, and it's late, as you can tell by looking at my watch, and so they're put up and everyone else in the home is asleep. But here is my Fisher Space Pen. It is the Bullet model, and absolutely love it, because it is a full-size pen basically when you're writing with it, and it's got that Fisher Space Pen cartridge, so it writes on anything, but it is just as small as could be. I mean, those of you, which most of you probably do know, what a 4.7's Preon 2 flashlight size is in comparison of, to the iPhone. I mean, it's very small. So love it. Disappears in the pocket. Here's something a little bit funner here. How about we go with the blade? It is the Spyderco Delica 4. Absolutely love this knife. I have the full flat grind. That's the only version of the Spyderco that I have, of the Delica that I have. It has the blue FRN handles. Can't say enough good about it. Just can't say enough good about it. You can tell it's been worn. It's been worn quite a bit, and so love this blade. Love the VG10 still. I thought Spydercos were ugly as could be. Refused to buy them. And I have quite a few knives, quite a few Spydercos, but before I finally bought one, Spyderco Persistence is what got me loving Spyderco. Sorry about that. And I finally bit the bullet and bought one, and haven't looked back. Just absolutely love it. Oh, that was bad. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, absolutely love the Delica. Great knife there. Another thing that's recently made it into my EDC as far as specifics is a new pair of sunglasses, and these are the Oakley 5 squared. They are great. These are the polarized lenses, and these have the black iridium coating on them, and so they're very reflective, have a very mirrored appearance to them, if you can't tell, especially when you get something behind it there. Very, very mirrored. Love it. My first pair of Oakleys, and I've always wanted them, never bought them, but I'm glad I did. Glad I did. I feel they are very well worth the money spent. Of course, this model is the cheapest that you can get. Thus far, I feel that it is very well, very, very good money spent. The Oakley 5 squared, the polarized, I do feel that the clarity and the color, they really have it. They really have it. If all you're used to is wearing cheap glasses, which that's all I am used to wearing. So there is that. Last but not least is what I carried today, and it is the Ruger LCR, chambered in 357. But today I just had Hornady Critical Defense. This is 38 Special, but this is the 357. If you can tell by the fluting there and by the finish of it, it ain't the 38, but that's what I have loaded in it, is some Hornady Critical Defense 38. I feel they would get the job done and a little less recoil, so have a little bit quicker response time and getting back on target. And love the gun. Reason why I picked it up is for a small J-frame size, Smith & Wesson J-frame sized revolver. It has a good grip and has a interchangeable front sight, which is what I really liked. I can put a big dot on there, fiber optic front sight, and any other variety that I want to choose there, I can do that. And so this is the firearm of choice for today. Like I said, did a lot of walking today. We were about an hour away from home, did quite a bit of shopping, and so I did go with a lighter EDC. Many don't feel armed when they have a revolver, or they feel underarmed. Hey guys, sorry for the splice there. Having to going to learn how to put two pieces of footage together. I'm going to attempt to do that. Like I said, I'm doing this video so that I can learn and see if the camera works, see if the audio is good enough, see if the tripod, and so on and so forth, since I've never done it before. So we're experimenting. Camera ran out of memory, and so I will try to see and learn if I can put two clips together, and guess if you're watching it, I obviously learned how to do that. So what I was saying was the LCR chambered in 357 is what I chose to carry for today. I have the XDS and 45 ACP, love it, but due to what we were doing, and just due to the fact that I wanted to, and I do like a wheel gun, I chose to carry the LCR, and that was in the Talon IWB holster. Very good holster for the money. Very good holster, very good response time, reminiscent of the Milt Spark Summer Special 2. I have a Milt Spark Summer Special 2 for my 1911. The quality is, definitely superior, but the price is definitely superior for the Milt Sparks as well, and this does function well. And I hope to maybe get a video out on this, and so you guys can learn about that. One other thing I did have with me today was a little speed strip reload for my 5-shot wheel gun that I carried, being old school today, and it is a Tough Products quick strip. This just holds the 5 rounds. You can get them that hold 6 rounds, but I opted for the 5, seeing that if I'm going to carry a wheel gun, most likely it's going to be a snubby, and so I chose to get the one with the 5 rounds. And I'll tell you one thing, you train with one of these and you can get very, very, very proficient with one. Having said that, you add dynamic stress to the matter in a self-defense scenario, might be a whole new ball game. But hey, it is easy to carry, so I did have it with me today, and that's the way I carried my reload if I was to need it today. This is my EDC. Hopefully hopefully it was good enough to keep your interest throughout the whole thing. I by no means have by no means do I have a special EDC. Matter of fact, mine is much smaller and more condensed than many. I've carried more at other times, experimenting, and I've carried less at other times. But this just seems to be what works for me and for the way I carry and what I'm in and what I'm doing. It functions and serves well for my purpose. So I hope everything's go well for you, and if you like it, I may try to keep doing it and get into some of the specifics of the gear that I like, that I wished I could have received the information on beforehand that I didn't, and we'll go from there. But appreciate you tuning in, appreciate you watching, and let me know in the comments what you think and what should be changed, what shouldn't be changed, any recommendations as far as the editing, the camera work, so on and so forth. That's one thing I probably should have done beforehand, through that strap back. But hey, appreciate you watching. Thanks, guys.